Okay everyone, this is a tutorial to show you the final steps from transitioning a passage that has been reviewed and is now completed to transition it from our team over to Hawaii. So I'll show you how to do that right now. First, locate the passage that you just reviewed. I usually do that by a search, and then I will locate it where it's at. It'll usually highlight it. And then what you need to do is take this to the appropriate folder. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to take the original and I'm going to put it in the folder that it needs to be in to be reviewed by Amy. So I go to EC4, sorry, right here. And then I don't go to the initial folder, I go to number 2, which is to review by Amy. So remember, this is be at the right level. So this is an EC4 speaking passage that I'm putting in the EC4 folder under the writers folder. And I'm going to put it in the to review by Amy folder right here. And then I'll push yes. Okay. Now I'm going to go to this folder, and here is this passage again, and this time I'm going to make a copy. And we want to keep the copy of this for ourselves. Okay? So I've made a copy, and now I'm going to pull this copy into our own folder right here. So go to Team Seth, All Passages, and then find the appropriate level right here, EC4. The reason we do this is so that we can keep a version for ourselves in case the other version gets lost. Okay? So now that I've done that, I want to provide the link so Amy or Elise can have, and Ted, who's our curriculum developer at BYU Idaho, can all be operating from the same link. So I'll come here and I'll link it to the original, not the copy. And then I'll come over to Asana. And right here, I'm going to undo this. Right here we'll have compile all passages Kaylee. In this case, she'll be the one that does it. You can assign it to yourself or not. I'll assign it to myself. And so I've compiled all the passages. They've been done already. But the process is the same for the listening and for the speaking. So if you finish the listening passage, what I would do is I would have Kaylee compile all the listening passages for you. The speaking passage, because one person is developing all of them, they're already compiled. So in this case, it's a little redundant. But since it's a speaking passage, I'll do it myself, okay? And I'll click that this has been completed. And then down here, I will put the URL in the comment box. And then this way, Ted or whoever, they can open up this assignment and they can see the exact thing that we're all working from, okay? So I'll come back here to Asana. And then, because it's a speaking passage, I am going to assign this to Elise. I don't assign it to Amy, okay? And then I'll give her a due date. So I'm just finished this, I'll give her a due date by today. Okay, then Elise will be the one, once she passes this off, she will move this on to Ted. Now notice, I'm working from the topical practice review and implementation part of the workflow. So I'm not going from the topical practice development. This is our kuleana, this is Elise and Amy's and Ted's kuleana right there. Okay? So that's how I do this speaking. If it's a listening passage, again, it's pretty much the same process. However, in this case, I don't want you compiling all the passages. That's Kaylee's responsibility, okay? So if I did have a speaking passage, I would just go BYU English right here, and Kaylee will see that this is assigned to her. I'd give a due date, and then if I would follow that whole step before that I showed you about moving the original passage to the writers folder and then to the appropriate level and then to the to be reviewed by Amy folder, and then you would make a copy and put that into our all passages folder in the Team Set folder. And if you want to repeat, just start the video over again. But the process is the same. Let's just assume that I have a listening passage. I have the link for that. I will put that here and I'll put that in the comment box. Okay? And then Kaylee will know what to do. She'll mark that off and then she'll she'll assign this to Amy. Now the difference between the speaking and listening passages is that Amy directly reviews the listening passages, Elise directly reviews our speaking passages. And then after that point, Amy is the one that will do recordings if we need them. Okay, that's the end of this tutorial. Oh, actually, sorry, one last step. The last step is you will come to this document, if it's a speaking passage, and let's say that this was all white before. Okay? So I'll make that all white. Okay? You will come here and you will mark it all in this brown color, okay, to let Neil and company know that this is truly finished. Okay, and then that's the last step in this process. All right, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.